It's 2 minutes to midnight. They made a study in Germany, a 60% decline in insect species over a 25-year period. Organophosphates, first the insects, then the bees. If you don't have pollination, you won't have life, not for long. The weight of plastics in the seas grew greater than the life they contained. Microplastics, fibers from clothes in the guts of fish, clogging their gills.
Man may be unwittingly changing the world's climate through the waste products of his civilization.
Storms, oceans warming, swelling, the emaciated remains of polar regions, coastlines retreating, weather patterns disordered beyond repair. Ruthless hands dictating the moves on the chessboard. A game of power, deceit, arrogant, reckless bluffing could only be temporary. With every step forward, we were sent tumbling backwards. Empty promises, regret.
We met with fire, fury, and frankly power, the likes of which this world has never seen before.
They knew. They had known for a long time. They didn't know how quickly it would change. Many tried to change. It was too late. Days when every second counted. Days of joy and terror, of laughter and screaming. Judgment days. I remember the last moments with my colleagues before the journey home. I'd always kept myself to myself, not aloof or judgmental, just a quiet separateness. A final embrace before the departures, few words spoken. A little laughter, but mainly resignation and unspoken love. To know you'd never see people again, to actually know that. Words just weren't enough. We didn't know what to do. It all came so fast. What was there to do? When only hours remain, what do you do? Black ash, ash in the sky, the sun disappearing behind the moon, walking to an abandoned restaurant, ordering everything on the menu from no one, knowing nothing would arrive.
To a food bank. Have you seen people sleeping around our station? Have you seen?
The sky began to darken, a dark orange haze. We loved, we forgave, we had to forgive. We ran and ran, free, nothing of consequence anymore. There would be no tomorrow. We looked up to the blackness that was coming. We sat on the porch. We watched one of the last birds to dart and wobble across the sky, confused, frightened. No more confusion for us. Now it was clear. What had been promised was here. Cars crashing, people fighting, bucket lists lived at 1,000 miles an hour, telling that they were loved, that they are loved, telling them thank you. The simple act of holding hands. Loneliness. That's the one. The feeling of no one to care, no one remembering. Choose love over hate.
To call the world's nuclear situation dire is to understate the danger and its immediacy.
Is this it? Or is it a sick illusion? If this is reality, what is real? Terrorism, poverty, crime, misery, disease, power in the wrong hands. Save me, make me joyful. Who deserves this? Who deserves this? Dear Earth, are we real? We are insignificant in comparison to the wide universe. We are not here to leave any great impression on the world, but for the world to leave an impression on us. I'm sorry for the mistakes we have made, and for the mistakes we would have made in the future. We have been wrong. We have also been right, and that is what matters. We are good. I don't know what will happen, but I hope with every fibre of my body that the good pours out from this planet of ours, and drifts into the universe, breaking into a million pieces, so that one day someone else may look up at the sky and see the good dancing amongst the stars. Across the world, everyone looked up. Where it was day, the sun disappeared. Where it was night, the stars dimmed, flickered, and extinguished. Waiting for answers. Waiting for an answer that would never come. I smiled, and then it ended.